Race face.
It's my dog, man. We gonna argue though after this though, but still my dog for life, man. Good dude though, man. Real good dude, man. I've been recording. That's why I said though. That's why I was telling you the other day too. You really watched me grow up, bro.
All right, man. First, I just want to thank you for being here and taking time out, to pull up and have a conversation with me today. So today, I just want to introduce you to what I'm doing. This is my new thing that's called No More Questions. And basically the idea is for me to sit down with cultural figures like you in the music scene or just from Arkansas, period. I mean, throughout the world, I don't want to limit what we're doing. But just to, have a conversation. And throughout that conversation, we just want to ask, the tough questions and the questions that people want to know. And at the end of it, is everything is on the flow, so there's no more questions to ask. So that's the concept. So I appreciate you being here, and let's get started.
For sure.
You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, boom. So look, who is BlueStripFlip?
A hustler, man. A hustler, but I can say though that he learned a lot from everybody around him though. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna say that I, taught myself everything I know. Like, the older guys around me made me what I am. Like, I wanted to be like a lot of them, like Temper, Chris, I was around them when I was 15, 16, so
Right.
It made me older than I was. Like, I didn't act like none of the kids my age, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So you had role models, people to look up to.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. I've been knowing you for years, and I always knew you as Flipperachi.
Yeah.
Right. But now you've acquired BlueStripFlip, and then just commonly known as Flip, right?
Mm-hmm.
So have you ever been in a situation where people thought they was two different people?
Yeah, for sure. Like, when I first came to Little Rock, when me and Fat started doing songs, he told somebody he did a song with a dude named BlueStripFlip, you know what I'm saying? And they were telling him, like, man, he hard, but you need to do a song with Flipperachi, you know what I'm saying? And he told me about it. I'm like, hey, bro, like, them the same people, like. But it's just like, sometimes it's hard to put a name and face to it, especially with
New territory.
Freaky Tales and Flipperachi. That's where a lot of people know me from, you know what I'm saying? So BlueStripFlip was really something different.
Right. All right. What does this mean to you? Blytheville made me, Jonesboro paid me.
A lot.
Who said that?
Me.
Right.
Because I really, like, once I moved to Jonesboro, everything changed for me. It just showed me, like, Blythe, where we come from, it's small, bro. You know what I'm saying? It say the population like 15,000, but I don't believe it is.
Right. You don't see
You know
it.
what I'm saying? So we get a Jonesboro, it's 80 to 100,000 people, you know what I'm saying? So it show you you gotta move different, you know what I'm saying? Get you ready for a different life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I seen that you said it's Arkansas over everything, but ain't nobody messing with the NEA, right?
Yeah.
You want to elaborate more on what you mean by that? Is that in music? Is that culturally? Is that
I feel like
the area?
culture, music, all that.
All that.
Little Rock, I ain't gonna say Little Rock, but Central, Arkansas, they known with the music, but mainly like sports though, you know what I'm saying? Like,
More sports figures come from the Little Rock area, and we have more artists that break through in the North Arkansas area, which is true. Me personally, I try not to put those lines in between, the whole state, and I know it's easy for people to do that. I get it, but I like how you said it, Arkansas over everything, but you represent your roots too.
yeah, that's what I say. It's just like how you feel though. Like, I ain't gonna never get mad at you because how you feel.
Right.
You might tell me, you might meet me today and say you don't like my music, but that don't mean that I hate you because you don't like my music. I still see you gonna shake your hand.
You got
and
some
everything.
people that hate you because you don't like their city and you ain't even from it.
You feel me? But it's just like, if you feel like that, man, you got hatred in your heart. Like, you gotta, like, that's one thing about me. That's why I tell people, like, if anything ever happened to me, period, like, it's gonna be like, damn, cause like, Flip a good dude, like, but he gonna stand on business though. Like, if I said it, I said it.
Yeah. Earlier you mentioned Freaky Tales. I do understand that that's an impact record for you that kind of shifted your career. How do you feel about you in that aspect of creating Freaky Tales for where you at in your career right now?
I feel like I wouldn't be I wouldn't be nowhere where I was today without Freaky Tales. Freaky Tales turned out to be my biggest song, but a song that I was really wasn't going to even put out. Like
Right,
I was gonna throw it away. That's why it's so far on my the mixtape I dropped it on. It's like number 8 on the mixtape.
right.
If I knew it was gonna be big like it
It
was,
would have been number one,
what?
number two, right there high. Yeah.
That motherfucker would have been number 1.
Yeah, I think everybody with an impact record like that, they always say, this wasn't one, or I didn't want to do. Everybody kind of got that
Yeah,
story.
3J. I don't know if you know 3J, but 3J he from Luxor and shit. He made me put that song on my mixtape.
Yeah, and that's what it takes sometimes. I mean, that's just a perfect example of I always tell people you don't get to decide that. It's always the listeners that kind of
Yeah,
decide,
yeah.
what's a record. Earlier you was talking about your role models, and I actually prepare myself for that because I know a little bit about you. So when I say these names collectively, I want you to tell me. Well, first of all, let's do it like this. All right, check this out. Tempa, Bilbo, Envy, Chris Eccles. A1ENT. What does that mean to you?
Everything. I ain't gonna lie, because they was the biggest thing the town had for like, especially like me as a kid.
Mm,
Every time I seen them, like people used to be running up to them, you know what I'm saying, shaking their hand and shit like that. So it's just like I was molding my life around that. You feel me? Like every time I'm seeing Temple, I'm like, hey man, write me a rap, write me a rap. He was telling me like he gonna write me a rap. He never did write me no rap though, but I
yeah,
ain't no like shit. Nigga, I'm gonna make my own rap. Like you don't want to make it for me, I'm gonna make my own rap. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I ended up making some buzz with the one song I had dropped. I had ended up dropping a mixtape. They came bought it from me, gave me way
Who, who,
more.
who who bought it for me?
Temper and Chris pulled up on me. I think Bilbo was with him too.
So you went out on your own, made your music, and
Yeah,
then they was grooming you. They was showing you that
yeah,
it's with wars in this. So they came
yeah,
to you and bought it for you.
yeah. When they bought it
Yeah,
for me,
that's
I
crazy.
think I was charging like $2 for it. They gave me like $20 a piece for like each and every CD I had, but I had to go do like 90 days in jail too though. So
How old was you?
like 15, 16.
Yeah, that's crazy.
At juvenile, I had to do a little violation probation, but the niggas gave me their number too, so I used to be flexing with their number in jail. Like, nigga, like I got Chris Eccles' number. Like,
Right,
Temple, I can call them right now.
right.
Calling them, hey, listen. They telling me though, like, hey, you ain't finna blow my phone.
So because of the impact that they had on that region, for you to be in the shadows of them, and then they have that interaction or the bragging rights
hmm
for you to use, it actually was effective in,
Yeah.
in, in molding you and
hmm
the success of you too, because people kind of knew who you associated with.
But as I got older, I started hating it though.
It's a gift and a curse, right?
Yeah. No, I ain't gonna say giving the curse. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? When people seeing me, when they were seeing me, that's what made me just go to another level. Because when
Mm.
they see me, they like, hey, all them Temple little niggas, them Chris little niggas, like them A1 youngins, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, bro, my name Flip. Like, don't even worry about it.
Speaking on northeast Arkansas, and the success, like we was talking about that earlier, that just for some reason that region has always gravitated to industry success. It's people all over Arkansas that has success, but when we talk about the industry and knocking on the industry door, it's been overwhelmingly in that area, right? So
Yeah.
you got, recently it's been Big Fizzle and Cootie. What's
hmm
your relationship like with them?
I fuck with them, man. Like, they from the city. It's like, they some good dudes, man. Like, we didn't linked up, like, recently through the music, but, you know what I'm saying? I always been in Jonesboro. While they was coming up in Blob, I was in Jonesboro, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't really get to kick it with them, you know what I'm saying, as they was coming up. So for them to fuck with me, how they fuck with me on the music type of shit, and you know what I'm saying, with the status they got, I respect them.
Well, it seems like it's safe to say that, you know, that area has a type of brotherhood where it's okay to look up to the people that kind of paved the way because you did it when it came to Tempa and Bilbo and those guys, and then seemed like they kind of understand that you was one of those people too, and they equally got your respect.
For
So
sure.
yeah, that's cool, man. It
Yeah.
says a lot about what's in the water around there. Um, what's a top unsigned artist out that area that you want to kind of mention that it's he's rising in that area, but we may not know who he is or
G,
she.
G, G.I. Joe,
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, he's so hard. Like, I tell everybody that all the time, but, like, not saying it just cause he my nigga, like, but he real deal hard. Like,
Right.
this song, like, him and Cootie just dropped some shit. Like, that shit went to 20,000, 25,000 views quick. Like,
Hmm. All right. Let's shift gears a little bit, and I want to speak on friendship. All right. What's a genuine friendship looks like to you, and how do you carry yourself in that friendship?
I say just being loyal, you feel me? I don't really care about too much shit that people be having going on or shit that they be into, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Stay loyal to who you fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Like,
All right. It seems like the more you maneuver and move around, you find yourself around prominent figures because we talked about the ones in your area, but then just as recent years you've been in Little Rock and you still kind of align yourself with prominent figures too. So I just want to mention a few names and then I just want your reaction on these names. So 1100 Fats.
that's my dog.
Yeah.
I met him, I really met him here.
At BFM Studio.
I met him
Yeah.
at your spot. Like, I was just walking past though. I heard him in the studio and I'm like, damn, this nigga go hard. I knocked on the door like, hey bro, look, I don't know you, but nigga, you snapping. We just end up, you know what I'm saying, exchange each other Instagrams and shit and linking up, pulling up on him at the studio.
Yeah.
He the one that really taught me how to punch in and shit. I wasn't punching in. I was really writing all my raps to shit. Me and him started doing
How
something.
did that conversation go?
That shit was really, I ain't gonna lie, I really don't remember exactly how it went, but I know he just got, you know what I'm saying, talked me into doing it. And I
I
remember
can
just
hear him.
being
Hey,
nervous.
AP, you might have to
Yeah,
punch that
it's
in.
real AP.
Excuse
Cause
me.
I was taking a long time, that's what it was. And
Yeah.
he went, and he did it so fast that made me nervous again. Like, I was already nervous to be punching in for the first time, but
Yeah.
when he did the verse so fast, I'm like, dang, nigga, you want me to go in home, do all this in 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Ed Dolo.
That's my dog too. We been like we didn't all watch each other grow up. I feel like me, Dolo, everybody from the Northeast Arkansas music scene that's really got something popping. Where they had something popping a long time ago.
Mm.
I feel like we all grew up with each other. Like, we all had a good relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the music brings it all together and you guys watch each other's success and be there for each other.
We'll probably do some. We didn't hustle together and all that shit though, but it just be like, we hours away from each other. Like, in Northeast Arkansas, we all hours away from each other. You know what I'm saying? We can go an hour this way or an hour this way or an hour that way and be anywhere.
Right. What's your relationship like with Bankroll Freddie?
We don't really talk no more.
I'm talking about.
Nah, but it's just like we talked recently though. I can't say we talked recently, but it was just really on some, letting each other know how we felt, you know what I'm saying, about shit that went on in the past.
All right.
But it's just like get that shit off our chest and keep it moving, you know what I'm saying?
It's always good that men can discuss things and agree to disagree and leave it at that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every friendship ain't meant to be, forever or have to be forever. But as long as, to me, as long as men can talk about their differences and then, agree to disagree and just keep it at that. I'm always for that because that's positive.
That's why
I can personally tell you that, me talking to him and just recent, times, and if your name ever came up, and this, I don't want to overstate. It's a personal conversation between me and him, but, man, that's my dude, man. I rock with him. So against all odds, at the end of the day, he's always positive when it came to Blue Strip Flip, in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
opinion.
That's what I said. Like I don't got no problem with him or no shit like that. Like I
Right.
don't hate him or no shit like that. It's just shit.
Right.
We don't really
Just
talk.
disagreements and you
Yeah,
move
yeah,
on.
yeah. And we just keep the shit moving though.
Yeah.
Like shit.
Cool. 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 You know, artists are very, very prideful of like their jewelry and having watches, having chains. I get it. It's a flex. Especially when you work hard for it, which I saw you just do it. I remember you going through the whole process. You was getting money, you was doing your thing, you was rapping, you bought you a chain, and it's safe to say that you got jacked by a housekeeper.
Yeah.
How did that happen, man?
Really, this shit was just
You
so
got your
funny.
chain snatched by a housekeeper.
Yeah, that's really crazy. But nah, what's so crazy though? I'm in Nashville for my little brother graduation or some shit like that. I don't know what. I don't know if he was coming off the line for his Noop. He a Noop. I don't know if he was doing
Fraternity.
fraternity. I
Yeah.
don't know if he was coming off the line for the fraternity or graduating, but I know we went down there for
Yeah.
some
Support.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So me, G, all us, we at the hotel. Merc, all us, we at the hotel. It's like a McDonald's, like 2 minutes away from the hotel. So we wake up and just like it's a dish in the middle of the bed, like two bedroom, and my chain sitting right here. So I'm just leave it right there. Go to McDonald's, we come back, chain gone. I'm like, damn. So I don't really go on when I'm in here and like the housekeepers acting like they don't know, they don't speak English. I'm like, man, look, like somebody come with that chain. So I didn't call my mom now, my auntie now, everybody, all my family that was down there, they didn't pulled up. So we at that motherfucker like going crazy trying to get the chain, but we never did get that motherfucker though. But good thing, nigga had insurance on that shit. So
All right. So this is a little off topic, but do you think that women were created to only be with one man for the rest of their life?
yeah, I think so. But I know shit happens, but I feel like it's easier for a woman to be with a man for a long period of time than a man to be with a woman for a long period of time.
So with that being said, do you think men were created to be with just one person for the rest of their life?
Nah,
You don't think so?
nah. Be fruitful. We supposed to be fruitful.
With one woman for the rest of your life?
Nah,
Okay.
you supposed to spread this shit around. For real. For real though.
Okay. He said it.
We be fucking up though. That's what I'm saying. We be fucking up. Like, we fuck up. Players fuck up.
Just for the record, me as a married man, I don't agree with what you said.
Yeah, that's you.
Okay. All right. So listen, we coming towards a wrap up, and me, I'm a movie buff. I don't know about you, like I'm a real movie buff. I love movies. I love to sit back and watch movies, old movies, new movies, urban movies, Black Expo, just all that stuff. And music too. So I want to do what we call, so the BFM trivia, and just ask you a few questions, and I'll let you know if it's a movie or I'll let you know if it's a song, and all you had to do is just, answer the question, hopefully correctly. But if not, it's gonna be a little shame because these are urban, very urban,
Right.
and culturally you should know.
I gotta take a shower.
I feel like that. All right. So, in the movie Friday, in the scene where the girl was on the phone talking to Craig and she was cussing him out, she was like, "Where the f you was at last night? Who you was with?" So it's one thing about that whole scene that went over everybody's head, and I want to know, did you catch that on the first time around? What was the significant part about her scene that most people didn't catch? And she was talking to Craig on the phone.
To me, I'm gonna tell you what. It might be different to everybody else, but to me, I get from it was a tender dick ass nigga that snitched on him.
Mm-hmm.
She kept saying like, yeah, my homeboy said somebody that seen you at the what's call with the bitch, and he said he wasn't with her. It was a tender dick ass nigga that snitched on.
So, spoken like a playboy. So, what you missed in that scene was the whole time she was checking him about his actions, it was a guy laying in the bed with her the whole time. And a lot of people didn't see that. But if you go back and watch it, you cannot unsee it. It's a dude literally laying in the bed with some navy blue dickies and his shirt off.
Now you think about it too. He laying there stiff too.
Yeah, he just like his face in the wall. Yeah.
He playing. I remember that. Damn, you right.
But from your perspective, you was defending Craig.
Craig. It was a tender ass nigga. Though,
He defended Craig. Man, that's funny. All right, what famous rapper said I put on for my city?
Young Jeezy.
Young Jeezy. Good job. What famous rapper said, if I don't do nothing, I'm a ball? Counting all day like a clock on the wall.
Lil Wayne.
What song?
Duffel Bag Boy.
Duffel Bad Boy.
Yeah.
Okay, you had me worried for a minute. All right.
I remember that verse though. That bitch be on BET. We used to go crazy.
Ultimate movie right here for the streets, right? Ultimate movie for the streets. See, a ninja like me, I love to hustle. What's that?
Damn, what's that movie called? Paid in Full.
Paid in Full. All right. This is a rapper. Could be local. Could be NEA. Whatever. You know. Could be Arkansas. Could be Memphis. This is just letting you know it's a rapper. Said, when you broke, nobody really cared. But one day, I hit my man's house, and he acted like he wasn't even there.
There's Tipper fat ass.
That's Tipper.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I called him and asked him. I said, man, tell me that lyric that you can drop the beat and you grab the mic and say it in the club and everybody gonna overpower you.
That whole song.
So it was valid.
That whole song.
All right, I got one more for you. Made about $80,000 out of Jasmine Kitchen.
Envy.
Was Envy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't A1 if you don't know those clubs right there.
Damn. That's what I said. Man. I looked up to them, man. I looked up to them my whole life, man. Still look up to them. They're my big brother still.
Cool. $50K a month for the rest of your life, or free Maserati Merc right now today.
Free Merc.
Free Merc, easy, huh?
Yeah.
If you could teleport to any place in the world right now, where would you teleport to and why?
It's like I could come right back, right?
Yeah, you can go there as long as you want. You can come back any place in the world.
Federal Reserve. Downtown Federal Reserve. I'm going in the bank.
Oh, man.
I'm going to the biggest bank, too, the Federal Reserve.
Federal Reserve. Manhattan.
Federal Reserve in Manhattan, New York. Federal Reserve. I'm going there, bitch, and I'm going to grab some crazy for us.
For us, right?
For us. We going to be good. We in a partnership. We talked about this earlier.
Okay.
For y'all don't know, in the mic, we starting a partnership in Brace Face.
If an alien landed right next to you today, right, and they was coming to divide and conquer or follow your leadership, where would you take them?
I'll bring them down here to Little Rock.
All right, if you brought them to Little Rock, what would you command the alien to do?
Get all the switches around this motherfucker. Take all the switches.
I'm with you on that.
You getting all the switches.
I'm with you on that. That's powerful right there. All right, I got one more thing for you, one last question. Well, not a question, more like a statement, more like a name, and just want to get your reaction. Brace Face.
It's my dog, man. We gonna argue though after this though, but still my dog for life, man. Good dude though, man. Real good dude, man. I've been recording. That's why I said though. That's why I was telling you the other day too. You really watched me grow up, bro. Been
Yeah,
about
I
some
can say
girls.
that.
We've been recording. We've been doing this shit for a long time. And I had to think about it. It's at least over 12 years.
Nah,
When I
it's
was,
longer than that.
that's why I said it's over 12.
Yeah,
Cause that's what I know for sure. Over 12.
yeah.
I was saying 10
Cause
last time I talked to you,
cause
but it was
you know, if you go
over
back to the
12.
A1 days, I was, you know,
That's
I was mixing. You know, I was
that's
right
what
there.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's longer than that.
All right, cool, man. And you know,
With that being said, though, I need to
what?
like
You need to be grandfathered in. So
yeah, like
I get you and everybody else.
a piece of the studio.
Oh, okay. You need some equity. Oh, yeah. We gotta wait till we gotta figure that out. We need some more music together.
Yeah.
Um, is there anything that you want to say? Anything you want to promote? You know, before we close out.
Man, I want to promote love to everybody. Arkansas, I want to work with everybody. Mixtape on the way, features, all features. I'm gonna call it Better Together, so y'all be looking for that. Cause we all better together, man.
Who all you got featured on the new tape?
I got Fizzle, Cootie, Fats, Temper, Chris, Money, G, C-Mad,
Fats.
I think I said his name.
Oh, you said his name.
already.
Okay. Cool. So listen, like I said in the beginning, man, I try to just ask the questions that the people want to hear, and just ask, you know, the significant ones that kind of matter. And you know, I think we left it all out there. And just with that being said, man, there's no more questions, man. We good. I appreciate you being here, man.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.